This is the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. We have assembled the world's finest sports and trivia dorks to prove once and for all that we are just as bad at this as we were at sports.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, sports trivia for those of us who rode the pine. I am your host, Ede. Today, we have a fun-filled episode, and it will feature a Benchwarmer team of Mason and Bomback versus Benchwarmer Tako and returning guest and assistant coach on our Patreon team, David Fudor. Welcome back, David. Take a second, remind us who you are, and anything else you want to let us know about your Pittsburgh Pirates there.
Thanks, Eric. It's been too long. It's been a while since I've been on the podcast. I appreciate you guys having me back. I am an attorney here in Pittsburgh, but I also host a weekly trivia game. I found that as I host more trivia, I feel like my trivia playing ability has gone south. Maybe it's because I'm just in question writing mode and not question answering mode, but we'll see how I do today. I know I have a great partner. Pittsburgh Pirates, losing record as always, great young players as always that will be, big market players in a year and a half or so. So we're enjoying Paul Skeens while we have him.
Nice. He is exciting to watch. Like I haven't seen a lot of it, but I did watch him recently because I bet on him and it worked out. So
he won again today. They shut out the Diamondbacks. That's what when he pitches that we give up, 1 or 2 runs or 0, and he loses those games about 70% of the time because of the run support.
Nice. Well, as a White Sox fan over here, it's a big market, but they still don't want to be. So I'm confused, and we got a lot of young kids. So hopefully we can do something soon. Anyway, Tako, how are you, sir?
I'm well. I've come back from, as I think Marcus called me, a jet-setting playboy or something on a previous episode. But I'm back from vacation, have fully jumped into my new job. I've moved up from elementary school teacher to elementary school principal, which is wild. And so, yeah, I'm already incredibly busy and incredibly overwhelmed. So I'm happy to be here and hanging out with y'all and getting to play with David. Our team name for this episode, topical because Happy Gilmore 2 just came out, a cultural touchstone for sports fans of a certain age. So our team name for this episode will be Doing the Bull Dance, Feeling the Flow, Working It.
Love it. And over to Bomback and Mason with a team name that, I don't care. All right, go ahead, boys.
Wow, great. You can say that about theirs. Whatever. Well, Josh can explain that later. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Currently, right now, since my mother-in-law's on vacation, I'm sitting 2 other dogs, which is really interesting when you have a toddler and a cat. That dynamic has been fascinating to watch them all interact with each other and deal with that for the weekend. But otherwise, I'm doing great.
I'm doing all right. No major complaints. I hear some rumbling of storms. They shouldn't affect the recording quality because I'm hunkered down in a basement anyway, and I can never tell usually when there's storms, but if I disappear, it's because my power goes out, but hopefully that won't happen. And Mason and I haven't teamed up for a while, and we usually have some sort of math-themed name, and ChatGPT kind of let us down a little bit, so we picked the best of the worst options, I guess.
Accurate.
And so for all of you trigonometry nerds, we will be Sign Me Up, Coach. That's S-I-N-E. Sign Me Up.
That was the best of the 3.
It was the best. It was the best option. ChatGPT, it rarely lets me down, but I think with team names, it's always let me down.
Okay, well, we have players. We have one team name and then something else. I guess we go to Dan for rules now, huh?
The game will consist of 4 quarters of play, each with different trivia style. The styles of quarters 1 through 3 will change from show to show, and I will explain them as we go along. Like any good sporting event, we will have a halftime show after the second quarter with entertainment questions. And in the fourth quarter, our teams will wager from their points accumulated to see who are today's clipboard captains, to be honored like the true benchwarmers they are. All right, let's get this game underway.
All right. Well, today's first quarter will be the missing link.
The missing link. This quarter will consist of 5 questions with theme-linked answers. The teams will attempt to answer the questions and guess the theme. Each question is worth 20 points. If a team checks in first via chat to the host with the correct theme before the 5th question, they will earn 100 points. The other team can still earn 50 points with the correct theme guess. If neither team has checked in with the correct theme before the 5th question, each team can earn 50 points with the correct answer to the theme after the 5th question.
Question 1 for the missing link here. The only nickname that is shared by 2 colleges that have won a men's basketball national championship.
Eric, I think we can check in.
All right. The team name I already forgot. Doing the pole dance, feeling the flow, working it, has checked in. Sign me up, coach. You guys can talk this out.
I think I got it.
Okay.
If I'm reading this, parsing this correctly. So Villanova's won and Kentucky's won. They're both the Wildcats.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's got to be it then.
I was just thinking of recent schools that have won, and that's I landed on Kentucky and Villanova. I mean, not super recently, but
Yeah.
recently enough. So, okay, so only nickname, so it's just Wildcats, I guess, what we're gonna go with. So we'll check that in.
All right. And over to doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it. What do you got?
Yeah, I was trying to think if there was another Orange or Jayhawks, but no. But it's funny that we didn't even think of the Villanova Wildcats. My mind immediately went to, I think in back-to-back years, Arizona and Kentucky won it for those Wildcats. So I think Rick Pitino lost to Arizona in that one Final Four, and then maybe Tubby won it the next year. But we checked in with Wildcats pretty early.
Yeah, now that you say that, I totally spaced on Arizona on that. So I guess 3 colleges that have won national championships, but it's still the only shared nickname. Yes, so both teams getting their points here. The correct answer is Wildcats. All right, let's move on to question number 2. What arena football team was once co-owned by an ex-NFL player from the same city and a rocker from a nearby state?
Eric, we're going to check in.
All right, doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it, checked in. Sign me up, coach. Talk it out.
Yeah, I was just remembering the nickname because the geographical part made sense. Because I remember Bon Jovi co-owned a team. He's from New Jersey.
Yeah.
So it makes Philly made the most sense.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you pulled the nickname because I totally forgot about what it was.
Yeah, pretty sure it was the Soul. So
Yeah. And that, like I said, that makes sense for a music perspective because Philly Soul was a thing.
yeah. And since we only apparently need to give the team name, we'll check in with Soul.
All right, and over to doing the bull dance. What'd you guys get?
We checked in with the same thing. Soul.
Yeah, both teams getting their points here. It is the Philadelphia Soul. And for make-believe bonus points, anybody know who the ex-NFL player was that co-owned the team with Bon Jovi?
Terrell Owens.
Randall Cunningham.
Ron Jaworski.
There you go.
Oh.
Lackawanna,
very
New
good.
York native, Ron Jaworski. He actually went to school about 5-10 minutes from my house. All right, so far the theme link answers we have are Wildcats and Soul, Philadelphia Soul. All right, on to question number 3. The Washington State legend who will always be mentioned as one of the biggest busts in sports draft history and whose brother Brady played football for Oregon behind Dennis Dixon.
Check in.
All right, doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it, checked in.
Those Oregon connections.
Sign me up, coach. Talk it out.
I mean, Ryan Leaf would make the most sense to me here.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
This Washington State bust. I didn't know about him having a brother. Makes sense his brother would be a quarterback too, behind Dennis Dixon.
Yeah.
That's just Washington State and bust is all I can think of would be Ryan Leaf off the top of my head.
I don't think there isn't a greater bust out of Washington State, right? Like it's got to be. I think it's got to be him. And brothers being named Ryan and Brady, that feels white.
Very white. Yeah, same page.
Yeah, so let's go with that.
All right, and over to doing the bull dance. What'd you guys go with?
Yeah, the 2006 Oregon Ducks football season was a weird one because they, for some reason, thought they should co-start Dennis Dixon and Brady Leaf, even though Brady Leaf was the most mid quarterback to ever exist. And Dennis Dixon is God. I don't get it. But yeah, we also checked in with Ryan Leaf.
All right. No surprise, both teams getting their points again. Second overall pick in 1998. And can anybody guess how many touchdowns Ryan Leaf threw in his NFL career?
2 to match his draft number.
No. He threw a whopping 14.
Ooh.
Yeah, most people would say the under if you would have said over under 10, but yeah, 14 to go with his 36 interceptions. So theme linked answers we have Wildcats, Philadelphia Soul, and Ryan Leaf. And we shall move over to question number 4. And Marcus and Scott are not here, so we'll see how this goes. He's not a web browser or a rock star, but a wrestling titan. This 2012 WWE Hall of Famer started in 1992 and boasts 4 WWE championships, 7 World Heavyweight Championships, 7 Intercontinental Championships, and 12 World Tag Team Championships.
Eric, we can check in.
All right, doing the bull dance has checked in. Sign me up, coach. What do you know about wrestling?
I know nothing, so I'm not going to be of help. Web browser?
How many web browsers can you name?
I can name Safari, Firefox, Chrome.
Edge. Microsoft Edge.
Oh, Rockstar. Yeah, from YouTube. Edge.
Oh, and he's and if the Titan, that because he plays the son of one of the gods in, or is one of the gods in Percy Jackson. That could be a
yeah, that could be.
and tag team championships. Yeah, he was big time for. Yeah, I say we go with Edge.
That works.
All right, we'll check in Edge.
All right, and over to doing the bull dance, feel and flow, working it.
In a weird bit of coincidence here, Eric, I actually just wrote a trivia question, spoiler, but I don't think it'll come after the game I'm hosting next Wednesday. The late Hulk Hogan, the only time he was a tag team champion in the WWF, it was with Edge. And that's what we checked in with, Edge.
All right, yes, both teams getting their points again. It is Edge, currently, I believe, a member of AEW, which I went to one live show, and it's mid. All right, so theme linked answers. We have Wildcats, Philadelphia Soul, Ryan Leaf, and Edge. And let's move on to question number 5. No reason to miss this if you listen to this podcast. What is the name of the WNBA team scheduled to begin play in 2026?
Check in.
All right, doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it, checked in. Sign me up, coach. Talk it up.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm blanking on it. We had a question about this on here.
Toronto.
Yeah, it's alliterative. I remember the logo because it looks like the Pacers logo, but it's not.
Well, you know what? This might have been one of my questions.
It's alliterative.
It's the tempo.
That, yeah.
I think I might have been the one to write the question about it.
I just remembered it was alliterative, weird, and I remember the logo.
Yeah, the Toronto tempo.
That's fine.
All right, we'll check in tempo.
All right, and over to doing the bull dance. What'd you get?
Yeah, we checked in with the same. There's also a Portland team that's starting in 2026, but I think the team name that fits with the theme is the Toronto Tempo.
All right, who would have guessed I would not have all my WNBA knowledge in this question? Anyway, both teams getting their points. Yes, the answer is the Toronto Tempo. Maybe I'll go to a WNBA game. Who am I kidding? I'm not gonna.
You should. They're great.
I should, but I'm not, especially in Toronto. It's going to be like $800 just to get in the building. It's bad. All right, so let's recap theme linked answers. We have Wildcats, Philadelphia Soul, Ryan Leaf, Edge, and the Toronto Tempo. Both teams gave me a correct theme guess. Question is, which team gave it to me first? From, it looks like, doing the bull dance, feeling on the flow, working it, sent it 2 minutes earlier. And why don't you just hit me with what you did?
Yeah, so when we had Wildcat and Soul, we were thinking could be a Disney thing. Wildcat and Soul also just like sounds like a wedding band. But as soon as whatever question 3 was, Leaf came out. Leaf and Soul, Leaf's a Nissan car, Soul's a Kia, Wildcat's also a car, so we checked in with car models.
All right, so yes, it was the Buick Wildcat, which is no longer made, Kia Soul, Nissan Leaf, the Ford Edge, and then also the Ford Tempo. So yes, car models. Both teams did get the correct theme on that, but the extra 50 points goes over to doing the bull dance. I drive a Toyota BZ4X. I could not work that into this theme, no matter how hard I tried.
That's a football play, probably.
Yeah. All right. Well, after the first quarter, we have a score of doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it with 200, and sign me up, coach, 150.
We wanted to let you know that we are on Patreon if you'd be interested in supporting us financially. Your contributions will be used to help us cover the costs that it takes to bring you the high-quality sports trivia you have come to expect from us. There's also some great perks that come with the Patreon membership to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, including bonus episodes and Benchwarmers swag. You can find us at patreon.com/benchwarmerstp. Thanks.
And today's second quarter will be Curriculum Vitae.
Curriculum Vitae. In this round, the host will list the teams and years for which a player spent time and may also give a few fun facts about each player. Each question is worth 20 points.
And very, very special edition. This is the NHL edition. Huh?
Oh boy.
Anybody?
Okay.
No? Everyone just
gotta
shut their
go.
radios off. Cool.
Whew.
All right. I kept it easy.
We'll see.
I kept this very easy. I just wanted to have an NHL one. Anyway.
All right.
All right. Question number 1. 1983 to 2006. The Detroit Red Wings. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's all of it.
We're gonna check in.
Sign me up, coach is checked in. Doing the bull dance. Feeling the flow. We're working it. You guys can talk it out.
So yeah, I mean we're pretty much down to, is it Steve Yzerman or is it Nick Lidstrom? And I would lean Yzerman just because I thought Nick Lidstrom played later than 2006. For some reason I remember him playing like into 2010 or somewhere around there.
As I said in the chat, I go by video games, and I try to remember in NHL 94, Yzerman would have been an 11-year veteran. That just seems, I thought he seemed like a young little guy skating around the ice there. But you might be right though.
Yeah, but I mean I remember like I got into hockey with the Sharks franchise in the 90s, and I remember Yzerman being pretty established already by the early to mid 90s. So it wouldn't surprise me if he started I don't think I knew that he started in 83, but it wouldn't surprise me if he
Well,
started.
now that I'm thinking about it, the Penguins played the Red Wings in Stanley Cups in like the late 2000s, mid to late 2000s. There's no way Yzerman was on those Red Wings teams. Lidstrom could have been.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think I agree with you. Let's check in with Yzerman.
All right. And over to sign me up, coach.
Yeah, I was blanking. I'm like, I know this answer, but I was blanking. I'm like, the captain. Oh God. And it just took me a few more seconds to get to Yzerman. So we also checked in with Yzerman.
All right. Yes, both teams getting their points here. Steve Yzerman's first season was 83-84. Lidstrom started about 9 years later, probably 91-92, so maybe 8 to 9 years later. So, and also did play well into what I think 2012 he retired. So
he would have been on those teams. Okay.
yeah, he was definitely on those teams for the cup run with Zetterberg and Datsuk and all that.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Yzerman was long gone by that point. All right. Question number 2. 1979 to 2000, the Boston Bruins. 2000 to 2001, Colorado Avalanche.
We can check in, Eric.
All right. Doing the bull dance. Checked in. Sign me up, coach. What do you got?
I think this was probably Ray Bourque. Played forever with the Bruins and then
Finished with Avalanche.
went at the end to the Avalanche. You good with that?
Sure, that's fine.
We'll check in Ray Bourque.
All right. And over to doing the bull dance. What was your answer?
Eric, we enjoy this is the right level of NHL questions for the group. I would say let's keep them with these are great questions, well written. We checked in with Ray Bork.
All right. Yes, both teams getting their points here. It is Ray Bork, Colorado Avalanche legend. Ray Bork. No one even knows who he played for before that until I asked this question. So yeah, if you still as an adult, 25 years later, I still get a little teary eyed when I watch that clip of him hoisting the cup for the first time. It's awesome. All right, let's move on to question number 3. See if we can get this streak going. This one's going to get a little harder. 1979 to 1988, the Edmonton Oilers. From 1988 to 1996, the LA Kings. In 96, the St. Louis Blues. And then from 96 to 99, the New York Rangers.
We can check in.
Sign me up, coach is checked in, doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it, talk it out.
Again, this is the correct level of NHL question for this podcast, and I really enjoy it. Yeah, this is the great one. This is Wayne Gretzky.
All right, sign me up, coach. What'd you get?
Yep, Wayne Gretzky.
Yes. Can anybody name the team his brother played for? Of course not. All right. Yes, both teams getting their points here. The correct answer is Wayne Gretzky.
Do you know the answer to that question?
No, I forgot.
Which brother, Vince or Dom? Vince or Dom Gretzky?
Dom Gretzky.
Oh, wow. That's a real throwback.
All right. Yeah, both teams getting their points. Still weird watching him in that Blues jersey. Like the Rangers one feels okay, but that Blues whole thing that's just weird. All right. Question number 4. 1991 to 2014, the New Jersey Devils. 2014 to 2015, somebody who also looked really weird in a Blues jersey.
We'll check in, Eric.
All right. Doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it, has checked in. Sign me up, coach. Talk about your New Jersey Devil players.
Mason, yeah. You just letting me roll along with this one.
Sounds right. Like I said, I know all these names.
Sure. I'd feel real weird if you didn't know these names.
Yeah.
But being able to fully lock in on these particular ones wasn't going to probably happen for you.
No. All of our ice melts down here. How we have a hockey team somehow in Baton Rouge, and I don't know how that happened, but
so anyway, I'm pretty sure this is Martin Brodeur. And yes, once again, the proper level of difficulty for hockey questions for our podcast.
All right. And doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it. What did you guys have?
Yeah, at this point, it's just name the most famous New Jersey Devil you can think of and just hope the years work out. So we went with Martin Brodeur, but I think we felt fairly confident on it.
All right. Well, the correct answer is Jamie Langenbruder. No, it's Martin Brodeur. Yeah. So look at that. We had a whole round of hockey questions and not a single missed question.
We're so smart.
We are good at hockey questions.
All right. And to answer the previous question, who did Wayne Gretzky's brother play for? The Tampa Bay Lightning. And if when you say play, he has a jersey with his name on it.
He's suited up.
Yes, he was there. Him and Manon Ryoum. All right. Well, at the end of the second quarter, we have a score of doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it, 300. Sign me up, coach. You have 250. And that brings us to halftime.
It is now time for the halftime show. There will be 3 entertainment questions. Each question is worth 25 points.
All right. To honor another podcast, Throwback Trivia Takedown, this halftime is going to be similar to Adam Spee's explaining a movie plot poorly. I'm just going to give you a brief description of a movie, not really a lot of detail put into it. You just have to tell me the movie. Oh, and these are all Disney movies, so there's that. So, all right. Question number 1. A single dad tries to connect with his son by forcing him on a fishing trip. Along the way, they get in some wacky shenanigans involving a pop star and a Bigfoot.
We can check in.
All right. Doing the bull dance. Checked in. Sign me up, coach. Talk about your Disney movies.
thought the first part might have been a weird way to describe Finding Nemo, and that didn't work out.
That's where I thought too, and then
It's not really a fishing trip, though. It's more like Nemo got abducted.
Abducted.
What is fishing but abducting fish?
It was Nemo's fault. He touched the butt.
He did touch the butt.
He did without consent.
I have no clue on this one.
The first time I watched Finding Nemo, my parents brought me to the movie theater. I fell asleep when Nemo got lost, and I woke up when he was found. So I was very confused.
To be honest with you, none of this means anything, and Disney movies is not going to be my strong suit. So,
I'm mildly better at that than normal movies, but that's not really saying a whole lot. You know, the only other thing I was thinking of, it's not technically Disney. Monsters Inc. has the Yeti in it, but that's not exactly the same and doesn't really fit the rest of it. I don't know.
I don't either. So
I didn't think I would be very good at this. So,
well, it's probably not going to help because there's a really good chance I won't have seen any of these films. I'd say we go Finding Nemo and just move on.
yeah, if it's that, then I don't get the second half of it.
It's probably not going to be it, but I literally have no other guess because you and I both thought with that first line it could be sort of describing Finding Nemo.
In a weird way.
We'll check in Finding Nemo.
All right, and over to Doing the Bull Dance, Feeling the Flow, Working It. What do you have?
Well, the pop star is Powerline, and Bigfoot is actually Bigfoot. And the single dad teaches his son the perfect cast, and they perform it on stage with Powerline at the end. This is a Goofy movie.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's one I have not seen. So sweet.
Well, one team getting their points. Yes, it is a Goofy movie that turned 30 this year.
Ooh, you really didn't have to say that out loud.
Yeah. 1995, that came out. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I was in college. So
I mean, I didn't exist, but I've seen the movie, so.
And I was 8, so I was the perfect age for a Goofy movie.
There you go.
I was 14 and I still loved it. So, I mean, there's that. And if there ever is, and there may be soon, a Disney song draft done by this podcast to go with the candy draft that we released, I will tell you right now, Eye to Eye will be the first overall pick if I have it. So
I would agree. It's top of my draft board for sure.
all right, well, let's move on to question number 2. Let's see what we got about this movie. A jerk wants to build a water slide where someone else lives, but he gets turned into an animal. Then he teams up with the person he tried to evict to get back to normal.
all you, Mason.
Great. I feel bad because I at least saw the first movie. I don't even know if I've seen this one.
That is so bad that you're relying on Mason for movie stuff. This is...
If there were any type of movie that he would maybe have some insight in, could possibly be Disney movies.
Could be.
Could be.
I have a child. He watches Disney movies sometimes.
I know of no water slide tycoon type shenanigans.
Water slide tycoon.
Yeah, so somebody who's a,
Tycoon?
yeah, sure, why not?
Eric, we'll check in.
All right, Doing the Bull Dance, Feeling the Flow, Working It has checked in. Sign me up, Coach. Let's hear you talk this out.
I don't think the listeners want that.
I have nothing to talk out.
Turned into an animal. First that was Princess and the Frog, but that obviously doesn't work for lots of different reasons.
I got nothing. If you have a guess, throw it out. Otherwise, let's move on.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to punt here because everything I can think of doesn't work.
All right.
I'll bring out Presley Harvin. How about that?
Oh,
There we go.
He's
Wow.
a fun punter. Big Steelers punter.
All right. We get a punt from Sign Me Up, Coach, and over to Doing the Bull Dance.
Yeah. So this character turns into an animal on account of the poison. The poison is specially designed for Cusco. Cusco's poison.
Wow.
Yeah, it's Emperor's New Groove.
0 for 2 on seeing movies that are in this halftime.
I've seen it too. This is frustrating. I've seen that. Frustrating.
All right. Well, yes, one team getting the points. It is the Emperor's New Groove. David Spade, John Goodman, Eartha Kitt, and everyone's favorite. Anybody?
Patrick Warburton.
You got it. Yes.
Squeaker, squeak, squeakity squeak, squeaker.
Cuckoo does turn into an animal. I forgot about that.
It's probably one of my top 3 Disney movies of all time, and it hurts my soul. Anytime I turn it on, my kids are not interested.
I like your kids.
Are you sure they're your kids?
Clearly not. All right. Well, question number 3. Let's get out of here because I don't think this is going to go well. A sheltered young woman with magic hair finally gets outside. She embarks on an adventure with a thief and sees some floating lights that only happen once a year.
I actually know this one, Josh. We're gonna check in.
Woo!
I actually know this one. Sadly, of all of them, I know this one.
All right, sign me up, coach. Has checked in, doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it, talking about.
Good job, Mason.
I'll send it to Josh. He's probably not. He probably hasn't seen it, but
I mean, I'm assuming David, sheltered young woman with magic hair. This is Tangled.
It's Rapunzel, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep. We'll check in with Tangled.
All right, and over to sign me up, coach.
I'm gonna thank my nephew on this one because when he was young and it came out, he was obsessed with it and would dance to the song at the end. It's a Grace Potter song. I forgot which one it is, but he used to literally dance that song like 20 times in a row. He was obsessed with this movie. I don't know why. And I'm very thankful he is because it's the only way I would have known this. But yeah, it's Tangled.
All right, both teams getting your points. Yes, it is Tangled. My kids do like this one, so no Emperor's New Groove, but Tangled. Cool.
0 for 3 on seeing context clues. I had the third one.
All right.
Good.
After halftime, the lead has grown a little bit. Doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it with 375, and sign me up, coach, 275. Now on to the second half, and today's third quarter will be let it ride or throw in the towel.
Let it ride or throw in the towel. For this quarter, there will be 4 questions in a given category that increase in difficulty. After each question, teams can decide to let it ride and attempt the next question, or throw in the towel and take the points they have accumulated to that point. Each question is worth 50 points. If a team answers incorrectly, they will lose half of their points accumulated in the quarter.
All right, this version of Let It Ride or Throw in the Towel is going to be current team lineup. And once again, we're going to do an all hockey. No, we're not. We're not doing all hockey.
Oh, boy.
I was gonna throw in the towel.
No, this is going to be all current NFL team lineups. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to list either 5 offensive players or 5 defensive positions, like their positions and the college they went to. And then you just tell me what NFL team that is. Kind of like the things you see on the internet where they put quarterbacks from wherever.
Sweet. The thing that I'm terrible at. So
Yes.
All
right, cool.
I might
Mason
be-
should
I
have.
might be able to help.
Mason's.
I might
You're
be
good
able to
with
help with that.
Mason. You're good with.
I'm good with colleges. I might be able to help here.
All right. And I didn't do anything too crazy. So, all right. Question number 1. The running back is from North Carolina. Wide receiver is from Oklahoma. Another wide receiver from Georgia. A third wide receiver from South Alabama. And the tight end is from Wisconsin.
We'll check in.
All right. Sign me up. Coach has checked in. Over to doing the bull dance. Talk it out.
I think we're sort of zeroing in on the Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb went to Oklahoma. Ex-Pittsburgh Steeler George Pickens went to Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they have a third receiver. I hope they do, that went to South Alabama that I can't think of. And the running back.
Yeah.
What was his name? I had him in fantasy last year. He was really good. He was surprisingly good. I don't know if he's the same guy. He came on at the end of the year.
Know.
I forget his name. It was a very generic running back.
And then they do have that white guy tight end from Wisconsin.
Ferguson? Jake Ferguson?
Yeah. That's got to be it. That's got to be the Cowboys.
Okay. Let's go Cowboys.
And over to sign me up, coach. What'd you get?
Yeah, so I remember the first 2 receivers, tight end. I guess Ede is presuming the starting running back's gonna be Javonte Williams, which if it is. And I think Jalen Tolbert might be the South Alabama one. Just came up with that while you were discussing it. So that seems to work out. But yeah, we went with the Cowboys as well.
Yes, both teams getting their points here. It's CeeDee Lamb, it's George Pickens, it's Jake Ferguson, it's Javonte Williams. Miles Sanders, maybe. It's
Jaden Blue.
Jaden Blue, Phil Maffa. If for anybody at home, yeah, right.
That's
Exactly.
that's a Star Wars character.
Yeah. So, and then the third wide receiver is Jalen Tolbert, who did go to South Alabama. So yeah, good job. All right, let's go to doing the bull dance. Or will you let it ride or throw in the towel?
I mean, these aren't my favorite, but I think we can go at least one more.
Sure.
We'll let it ride.
All right, sign me up, Coach. What say you?
Yeah, I think we're good for another one.
All right. Both teams moving on to question number 2. I have a running back that went to Wisconsin, a wide receiver that went to USC, another wide receiver that went to Cincinnati, a third wide receiver that went to North Carolina, and a tight end that went to Penn State.
Okay, we'll check in.
All right, sign me up, Coach. Checked in. Doing the bull dance. You guys can talk it out now.
Okay. Well, yeah, I was going at it from Wisconsin running backs. The first one that came to mind was Jonathan Taylor.
Indy. Oh, did
And the
Tyler Warren get drafted by
Colts?
the Colts?
Did
Maybe
Tyler?
Tyler
It
Warren did.
feels like he did.
Wait, yes, because who's their wide receiver? What is his name?
USC
What's their? Yeah, it's a USC. What
is
his name?
shoot.
What is his name?
Michael Pittman.
Michael Pittman. Yes, he
Is
was
he at
USC.
US?
Yes,
Yeah, he's definitely
yes,
USC.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I like
Yes.
that. I mean, three out of 5
I
feels
think Tyler
pretty
Warren
good for
did get
me.
drafted by the Colts. Now that you
That feels right. Yeah. Okay, we'll check in the Indianapolis Colts.
All right, and over to sign me up, Coach.
Yeah, I went Wisconsin running back because they not many starters recently. Like Braylon Allen's a backup and all that. But yeah, it's Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman, Josh Downs went to USC. I think Alec Pierce is the one that went to Cincinnati, and Tyler Warren did get drafted by the Colts this year. So we went with the Colts as well.
All right, both teams getting their points, and Mason nailed it directly. Yes, all of those correct colleges for all those players. So let's go over to sign me up, Coach. Will you let it ride or throw in the towel?
Been fine so far. I'm just hoping he stays on offense. If he gets to defense, we'll be a little bit iffier. But I think if you're okay, we can go
You've
one more.
been pretty quick on both of these, so I feel comfortable with it.
Fantasy football knowledge helps out a lot here. So yeah, we'll go another one.
All right, doing the bull dance, feeling the flow. Will you continue to work it for this next question?
I mean, I think we were
many-
up by
How many of these are there, Eric?
There's 4.
I say we go one more. Why not? Right?
Yeah, I think if we go one more and get it, we
Bail.
definitely have the lead going into the 4th. So
Okay.
let's do that.
Okay.
We'll let it ride.
All right, both teams going for question number 3, and here is question number 3. The running back. It was an Alabama Cincinnati running back. Wide receiver from Alabama, another wide receiver from Tennessee, a third wide receiver from Toledo, and a tight end from Miami.
We'll check in.
Sign me up, Coach. Checked in. Doing the bull dance. Talk it out.
Okay. So I think we're kind of zeroing in on something. We've got Bama wide receiver. You said Jerry Jeudy, and he's on the Browns. I think I'm pretty positive David Njoku went to Miami.
But isn't Nick Chubb their starting running back?
Is he still on the Browns next year? I didn't pay any attention to.
Maybe he's not. I was just trying to think of Alabama number 1 wideouts. Jerry Jeudy was like the first name that came to mind.
Yeah, and I'm almost positive David Njoku went to Miami.
Did they draft a local Ohio kid who's the Toledo wide receiver?
Oh
I
gosh,
wouldn't know.
Frankly I can't name another Browns.
Lance Moore, but that's 30 years too old to try to be a wide receiver.
Saints legend Lance Moore.
In another life, I went to the Glass Bowl and I saw who was their quarterback. It was Bruce Gradkowski, and Lance Moore beat my Pitt Panthers when Pitt was ranked like 8th in the country.
Oof.
I went on a MAC losing tour with Pitt for a while there. Well, if you think Njoku's, I was sort of in the other chat being a little bit facetious because I did not think that. I thought Nick Chubb was there, but if you told me Nick Chubb's not on the Browns anymore, maybe he's not.
I have no idea. We have 2.
We have 2, right? We have 2. I wish I could think of a second receiver for them too, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, let's just go for it.
All right, we will. No one's ever happy about this, but we will opt for the Cleveland Browns.
All right, and sign me up, Coach.
Yeah, this one was interesting because the running back path is a weird one. I'm not sure necessarily about that, but Yeah, the wide receiver path and tight end was kind of where it got us there. I think the Tennessee wide receiver is Cedric Tillman. I think the running back might be Jerome Ford. Nick Chubb is in Houston, by the way. He's Joe Mixon's
Ooh.
backup.
Wow.
And Toledo, for some reason, because I remember they signed him, maybe he is the third wide receiver, is Deontay Johnson, but he's been thrown around so much. That's a
right.
guess. It might not be him. But yeah, Alabama, Jerry Jeudy, and Njoku did go to Miami, and that's where I kind of went down that path. So yeah, we went with the Browns as well.
Both teams getting their points here. It is the Cleveland Browns, and Jerome Ford is slated to be the starter. And just fantasy tips for people listening. Was it Stefanski said that he's going to be probably the best running back in the league this year. So Jerome Ford, be on the lookout.
I was worried because I thought of the two rookies they drafted.
Yeah, yeah.
I know Judkins is dealing with the law right now, and Sampson's not really the starter.
Dealing with the law.
He is.
You never want to deal with the law.
No, because the if you fight the law wins. They
Yeah.
told us that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, doing the bull dance. Will you guys let it ride or throw in the towel?
I mean,
that
if he goes defense, I'm just telling you, I'm dead. If he goes defense.
Yeah, I just think because it's what 50. It's 50 points a question.
Oh, it's 50 points a question.
Yep.
Yeah, and we were up 100
We're up 100
after halftime. So
Right, so
if we throw in the towel, we're definitely in the lead going into the fourth quarter. If we
Yeah, let's throw in the towel. I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean,
I think, and if we let it ride and miss it and they get it right,
Right.
we're losing. So
yep.
I don't know. I mean, this is all made up, and it doesn't matter if you win, but also, we want to win.
Yeah, let them have the stage for a little bit here. I'm
All right.
cool with that.
We
play for
will
fun.
we will throw in the damn towel.
Okay. Question goes to sign me up, coach. Let it ride or throw in the towel?
So Mason, we're down by 100 currently. If we throw in the towel, that's what we're at going into the fourth. If we go for it and get it right, we're down 50. If we go for it and get it wrong, we're down 175.
We're still trailing either way.
So. Any of the scenarios, we are trailing.
I mean, I'm having fun here. I don't know if we want to risk some points on it, but I'm having a lot of fun with this. There's only 29 teams left, so our odds are going up after every question.
That is true. That even if we got to a guess,
you say that like Ede wouldn't repeat a team.
It's gonna be the Cowboys defense. Oh,
that's right.
He's not gonna like that.
All right,
Browns defense. Oof.
Mason, you've been spot on. You have a much deeper where did they go to college knowledge because you pay a lot of attention to college football.
And fantasy.
I'm cool.
They both work together.
I probably won't be much help to you, but if you want to go for it, say let's go for it. I mean, he did write the question. We might as well let him.
Sure, let's hear him out here. Let's have some fun with it.
Oh, here we go.
With it.
All right, they will let it
ride.
No
defense. Please no defense. Please no defense.
Well, I mean, I did say I will list 5 offensive or 5 defensive players, and I have yet to list any defensive players. So
yeah, here it is.
Question number 4.
All right, well,
here we go. I have a defensive end from Miami, an interior defensive lineman from Houston, a cornerback from Villanova, another cornerback from Kentucky, and a safety from Washington.
I think I have this.
All right. You
this is
don't
feeling
have
like
to type it out. You can just talk.
This is feeling like the Bills. Gregory Rousseau, defensive end. Ed Oliver, D lineman. They drafted the corner from Kentucky, Maxwell Hairston.
Villanova was the other.
Oh, it's what's his name? Christian Benford. Did he go to Villanova? He's one of their. So I'm thinking of the right person here. Safety is Washington. Sorry, Marcus. I'm trying to think of who that is.
Oh my God.
Washington football is not important. You're fine, Mason.
No. Sorry, Marcus. Why am I blanking on who would be the Washington safety here? The rest of it fits, though. Because, yeah, Russo's starting for them. Ed Oliver's still there as far as I know.
Okay.
Christian Benford for Villanova. I don't know. I mean, Villanova's not necessarily a football powerhouse here, but they drafted a cornerback from Kentucky. That was their first round pick because he set all the speed records.
Okay.
For them. But so I'm guessing the presumption is he's a starter. I can't think of who would start ahead of them anyway. So
It sounds like you've got three and a half. So,
and it feels like an Ede question to be like, hey, I can rip on the Bills here for my fan question.
yeah,
That's
let's go with
usually
it.
a thing. All right, let's go with the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, that adds up. No, great job, Mason. It is the Bills. You are getting your points there. Greg Russo is from Miami, Ed Oliver out of Houston. Christian Benford went to Villanova. Maxwell Hairston. I mean, I guess potentially the starter, but it's like either him or Tre'Davious White, who is back in Buffalo. And the safety you couldn't think of that went to Washington is Taylor Rapp.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
There you go.
Yeah.
So excellent job, Mason. You see defense, and you didn't even have to sweat it out.
Well, I'm glad because Kentucky corner is not exactly a long list here, so that's the nice part about it.
After the third quarter, we have scores of doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it, 525. Sign me up, coach. After getting that last question there, close the gap a little bit. They're at 475. And that brings us to the fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter, known as Put Your Fours Up. This quarter consists of 4 categorized questions that teams will wager up to 100 points each, not to exceed their current point total.
The categories for today are as follows. Question 1, Theo, which will be in the NFL. Question 2, Ozzy, which will be Major League Baseball. Question 3, Hogan, which will be football. And question 4, anybody? Skip. That's going to be fathers and sons.
We're breaking news every day on the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast.
It's now time for the teams to place their wagers.
We'd like to take a minute to invite you to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at BenchwarmersTP. We also have a Facebook group for fans of the pod called The Bench. Join us there to comment on the latest episodes and share cool sports facts and trivia. If you'd be willing to rate and review us on iTunes or Stitcher, we'd greatly appreciate the support so that other people may find this podcast. Thanks.
Now that the wagers are in, on to the questions.
I fear you're trying too hard. You're trying too hard. It's just not going to work because you're trying too hard.
I'm not trying. I don't know what you're implying. These are just categories and random names. This
better than kill off Skip Burtman. I will be so mad at you if he dies.
He's accidentally going to kill former Cardinals player Skip Schumacher.
Accidentally.
Yeah, please don't. He's very old. He's like 87. Please don't kill him.
All right. Question number 1 of the fourth quarter, category Theo. Theo Riddick was an average NFL player. He played 4 years at Notre Dame, getting drafted in 2013 in the 6th round by the Detroit Lions, where he would play for 6 seasons. He would finish career with the Raiders in 2020. He named 3 of the 6 coaches he played for in his college and pro career.
We'll check in.
All right, doing the bull dance. Checked in. I forgot your name after all this sign me up coach talking about.
Right. I mean, you didn't like our team name to start off with anyway, so why would you remember it?
Exactly.
It was the sign me up coach, not a good one. It was bad.
Yeah. It's better than the Walling team name. So, with me. So I think we have the group of 6. It's just a question of confidence level here.
Possibly. I'm a little nervous that there could be another pro team that we're just missing. But if you feel confident with Kelly in 2012 at Notre Dame,
he lost to Alabama. That was the Manti Te'o season.
So then that puts him there. The season before he gets drafted, right? Like
he played 4 years, so
right. And then Schwartz, I'm almost certain was there in 2013, and then Caldwell was there for a handful of years.
And I'm thinking Patricia snuck in.
He might be the 2018. Maybe? He might be the 2018.
Yeah. And then Gruden, I think, is 2020 Raiders.
But if we just want to go with the Kelly, Schwartz, Caldwell, because I think those three,
that's solid.
they feel like definites.
Yeah. Yeah.
That there isn't
And the
going to
only
be
other
something else that sneaks,
Right.
you know.
Right. Yeah. And the only other one that we even threw out there, his Notre Dame tenure might have started with Charlie Weiss, but that's borderline because that's like 2010-ish. Maybe he left. I don't even know. It's somewhere
Yeah.
around there. Because Kelly was with Cincinnati before. But yeah, I think we go Kelly, Schwartz, and Caldwell because that's our three
Agreed.
most confident.
Yep.
So yeah, we're going to go with those three for 100 points.
All right, and over to doing the bowl dance. What was your answer and wager?
We kicked around a lot of the same names. Yeah, we were more confident, I think, that he did start at Notre Dame with Charlie Weiss, because David, I think you said you were pretty sure Brian Kelly was still at Cincinnati in 2009. But we were most confident about Brian Kelly, Jim Caldwell, and Matt Patricia. So we checked in with those three for 100 points.
All right, so his college career, he did play for Charlie Weiss and Brian Kelly. Going, I guess, backwards, it was John Gruden, Matt Patricia, Jim Caldwell, and Jim Schwartz. So yes, both teams getting their points.
Good.
Well
There you go.
So good job on having them all, Mason. Well, between us, yeah, getting it all.
Yeah. It helps you're in the NFC North. You remember a lot of those coaches.
It does. It does. Yes.
All right, let's move on to question number 2. Since both teams got their points, no change in the deficit here. So question number 2 of the fourth quarter. What player drafted in 1983 by the Yankees had a brief major league career, playing in 24 career games with the Athletics and Cardinals between 1990 and 1993? He hit 0 home runs in his 65 career at-bats. He did make his major league debut pinch hitting in a game with his brother. His brother would hit 2 of his over 400 career home runs in that game.
We'll check in.
Ooh,
All right, doing the bull dance has checked in. Sign me up, coach. You guys can talk it out.
I don't even know where to start with this. Very brief career.
Okay,
0
so
home runs.
the
category
was Ozzy.
It's Ozzy.
Is this Ozzy Canseco?
Could be.
Because Jose
Would have hit
got
over
over
400.
400, right? And I know that Ozzy did play briefly, I think, with Jose in Oakland.
That would make sense to me.
I don't know about much more.
I mean, he probably, if it is him, he obviously didn't have a very prolific career, as stated in the question.
That is where my head goes, is to Ozzy Canseco.
I was trying to think of where the Ozzy fit in. I was like, is this Ozzy Smith's brother? I was trying to figure out where this is heading here. Okay.
We good? Should we go with that?
Yeah, let's go with it.
All right, we're going to check in with Ozzy Canseco for 100 points.
All right, and over to doing the bull dance.
Yeah, I almost made an Ozzy Canseco joke during the Brady Leaf question and didn't. And then this came up and I was like, ooh, it's a good thing I didn't. Yeah, we also checked in with Ozzy Canseco for 100 points.
Yes, both teams getting their points, and it's just the most brief career ever in my eyes. Just 24 games, 65 career bats. I want to say maybe, I think it was like 13 hits. It was bad. It was bad. Yeah. All right. So both teams getting their 100 points again. So no change in the deficit still. And we'll move on to question number 3, category Hogan. Monmouth University fielded their first football team in 1993, an overall record of 188 and 148 to go with 7 conference titles. Miles Austin is the first player from Monmouth to appear in the NFL. Name the only 2 players from Monmouth to win a professional football championship. One was drafted by the Bills and would win a championship with a division rival. The second has a name that would suggest his father is an NFL all-time great, ranking in the top 5 career in sacks. His father did play in the NFL, but only 4.5 career sacks.
We'll check in, Eric.
All right, doing the bull dance has checked in. Sign me up, coach. You guys can talk it out.
We're trying to figure out what second answer we're just going to guess here. The first one's Chris Hogan. I thought that before the question was Hogan and football. I was like, is this going to be a Chris Hogan lacrosse question? I thought that's where that was possibly going. Didn't actually go there, but I think the way this is worded, we're our answer is going to be insert name of top 5 sack leader junior, because the suggestion of being the son of an all-time great means probably a junior of a different person was also named that.
Agreed.
So of the top 5 that I think we have, Reggie White and Bruce Smith are the most likely names. Kevin Green also possibly, but I think those two are going to be more likely than Julius Peppers or Chris Dolman to have another one possibly simultaneously in the NFL.
Right.
Granted,
right.
I don't have a strong lean on that. They're both very generic names. So.
Yes. I'm just trying to think. So if we think that, we would think that this person could be the son of either Reggie or Bruce.
Right. Another one
that
was in the NFL.
They would be, right. They would, like, the only other Bruce Smith I can think of is the Heisman Trophy winner from Minnesota, running back who played way back in like the 40s, 50s. I might lean Reggie. I mean, Reggie White seemed like for somebody that might be where I lean, just if I'm thinking of the ages. I know it's a junior, so it really wouldn't much matter, but it feels like there still have been more Reggies in.
Right. It's a much more contemporary name. Like there's not as many Bruces.
I just don't feel there's that many. Yeah. So I might lean the Reggie White Jr. I don't have anything with it other than trying to that.
Yeah. So evidently whoever this person is won a Grey Cup or some other professional football championship, probably a Grey Cup. If they weren't notable. Yeah.
Probably. So I guess if you agree, that's sort of where I lean. Just
that's fine. If we're gonna play the odds that way.
All right.
We're gonna go with Chris Hogan and Reggie White, and I guess if you need me to be more specific, Reggie White Jr. Based on context clues, we're gonna go with that for 100.
And over to doing the bowl dance.
A very similar conversation on our side. We thought the Hogan was either going to be Stanford quarterback Kevin Hogan, but I do remember Chris Hogan was a Patriots wide receiver. I swear he went to Penn State, but maybe he started his career in Monmouth or graduated from Monmouth or started at Penn State. I don't know. Then we had basically the exact same conversation regarding the sack leaders. We pieced together that it was going to be a something junior, and I figured if it was Bruce Smith Jr., he would have said, he wouldn't really phrase the question as top 5 because I think he's first. So top 5 made me think somewhere under. And then we just started listing out names and we just liked the name Reggie White Jr. the best. So we said Chris Hogan, Reggie White Jr.
All right. Well, yes, Chris Hogan is the first part. He did go to Penn State, but played lacrosse at Penn State.
Okay.
His college football career was at Monmouth. Never played for Penn State on the football field. And I didn't want to say number 2 overall in official sacks all time, but yes, the second answer here is Reggie White Jr., who
nice.
Yeah, not related, I believe at all to Reggie White. The Reggie White, not the other one with 4.5 career sacks. But yeah, Reggie White Jr. is a wide receiver for the Montreal Alouettes. Was during his Grey Cup championship in 2023. He currently is a off-season practice squad member of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. All right, let's move on to the final question of the day, category Skip. Everyone knows that Skip Bayless is terrible. That's it.
Check it in yes for 100 points.
Correct.
Name these other 2 Skips. The first Skip shares his name with his more famous father, which is a little funny because his dad might have trouble saying Skip. Skip is currently a professional head coach leading his team to a championship in 2024. The second Skip also shares a name with his more famous father and was also a former famous sportscaster. His father passed away in 1998, and this Skip would pass away in 2008. Skip's most famous call came in a 1992 Braves Game 7. And yes, I will need both Skips.
We'll check in.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Let's see. The first...
Doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it, has checked in for the final time. Sign me up, Coach. Talk it out.
I got both of them, Josh.
Oh,
The second
okay.
one just came to me. So the second one I believe is Harry Carey's son, Skip.
Okay.
And the first one, he would have trouble saying it because he has a notable lisp. Would be Lou Holtz. His son Skip is a coach. He was a coach at La Tech, is where I remember him, but he probably was, I guess, an XFL coach for 2024 or
Okay.
the USFL or whatever those leagues are. He probably coached there. I wouldn't be surprised.
That works.
But I think that's both of them.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's weird. I thought of the second one first, but yeah. At first, I was like, Shannon Sharp have a relative named Skip that we're unaware of, but
I was trying to think of that too, but the Lou
like
Holtz
Skip
makes-
Sharp, is that a cousin we're unaware of, something like that?
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's Skip Holtz and Skip Carey for 100 points.
All right, and over to doing the bowl dance. Answer and wager.
Yeah,
Just
we
a
might have
rude
we might have
question.
yeah, we
Rude
might have
question.
brainstormed skips before this before this question came up. And yeah, my team doesn't appreciate the shot at the Pirates with that 1992 Braves.
Francisco
Detail in
Cabrera,
there?
a name still in infamy in Pittsburgh sports. But yeah, 1992, yeah.
Yeah, we also checked in with Skip Carey and I think East Carolina head coaching legend Skip Holtz for
Sounds
100
right.
points.
Yes, Skip Carey is one of the two Skips, and Birmingham Stallions head coach, offensive
Ooh.
coordinator, and
Mm.
quarterbacks coach,
Whoa.
Doing it all.
Skip
Everything.
Holtz.
He's the water
Um,
boy. Does laundry.
But it's still just one paycheck. But yes, both teams getting their points on that one. So good job. All right. Well, the game has come to an end, and here are the final scores. Finishing with a solid 875 points, we have Sign Me Up Coach and our clipboard captains of the game, who will be receiving the wonderful Kenny Pickett Award. Actually, same size hands on the award that it is in real life. It's nice. I've seen it in person. It's great. With a great game for you guys. In 925 points goes to doing the bowl dance, feeling the flow, working it. So yeah, thank you, David, for coming on. I did unintentionally took a shot at the Pirates there with the last one. I apologize. Not for the Kenny Pickett comments. All right. Anything you want to say before we call it a night?
Well, you should apologize for Kenny Pickett's very normal, masculine, perfectly sized hands that are not a problem. Pit Panther legend. Thanks for having me on, guys. If you're listening to this, please be a Patreon supporter of this podcast. It's a great time. You get to come on the show. So that's it. Thanks for having me on again, guys.
No, thank you. All right. Anything any of the bench warmers would like to say before we leave?
I just think you're tempting fate that it's a different Skip's going to get taken out because you keep trying to kill Skip Bayless.
I'm not trying anything.
Yes, you are. We all know
Skip
if
Carey's
we-
already dead, so
See?
we're
I
fine.
couldn't do anything to him.
What happens if poor Skip Holtz?
Then Birmingham's got to find like 3 new coaches. So
Fair. Okay.
anyway, all right. Well, on behalf of Josh, Tako, Mason, and David here, and all the other benchwarmers, thank you for listening to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. And until next time, we'll keep the bench warm.
That ball hit high and deep. Stretch! Get on back there. They look up. You can put it on the board. Yes!
Into deep left center for Mitchell. And we'll see you tomorrow night.
That great music you're listening to is by Justin Nozick. Thanks to him for producing that music for us. You've been listening to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. Make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We are at Benchwarmers TP.